action in this bitch. Introducing Mr. Lit. Women throwing hissy fits. Instagram is instant hit. Triple D I represent. You know who you is.
Hey, yo. Hold up, everybody. Sorry, so sorry. Can we run it? We live again. Episode number 34. We are brought to you by the Main Attraction Entertainment. Facts Not False Production. It is again the show that came to be from the man you came to see. Welcome to the home of the organically fabricated, culturally uncultured, scripted, non-scripted, add some new things for flair. You know, of the Unradio podcast of No, I'm Right. And you are here with your two entertainingly unentertained, intellectually uneducated hosts. Starting with the main man, the quarterback in the position, Dallas's favorite son, Mr. Main Attraction himself, LA runs Dallas. And I'm flanked again by the greatest number two. When I tell him to go long, just go long. And I'd like to give a shout out to Nathan, aka Haven's dad, the impossible everything prize.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Haven's dad. Hey man, have we tried this fruitcake?
Come on in. Please hold your applause, cause we make moves and things. What do you have there? What is it that you have, sir? You're interrupting the high-octane intro that everybody is used to.
You were thirsty. I felt like I should get something, a tasty beverage to drink as well. I didn't know exactly what the rules were here.
So is the tasty beverage that you're speaking about happen to be a all-natural product, organically made fruit caves?
I do believe it is a all-natural, organically attained fruit cave. Blue Island, Hawaii.
Yeah, and this is lime peach limeade. Lemon lime peach limeade. Something. You got them both in there.
It's delicious.
What it is pH balanced water as well.
Alkaline water.
All alkaline, baby. Okay. None of them extra preservatives to make nothing taste good. It tastes good on its own merit. It's delicious.
In water.
They put minerals and all of the other stuff. It's some stuff that be in the water.
It's some things.
Yeah.
Some things.
But not in this water that's used to make this fine beverage from Fruit Caves. Pick it up at your local Growth DeSoto marketplace. Fruit Caves. Delicious.
I feel like
now that we paid the bills.
That whole intro was, oh man.
Now that we have paid the bills.
Listen, I like how you had the glasses on for the intro and for the spot.
Yeah,
and then you gotta take it off because now it's time to get serious.
Yeah. You know, I gotta
get real.
I gotta give him that radio host, that interviewer, that man of the media. I gotta give him that. That's what they came for.
The image you have in your mind of who you are. That's what you have to give them. Correct.
Even your hateness cannot disturb the deliciousness of this fruit cave. It's so good.
You're like an author. You're making up stuff left and right. You're fictional. Listen.
Delicious.
Is it?
Well, welcome. Nathan, once again,
I'm happy to be here.
Our show that I built.
Right.
Welcome again, sir.
Yeah, welcome to our show with that shirt.
I figured I would do a solid for you.
Okay.
For the first time.
Do me a solid.
In your radio career.
Okay. It probably will be.
Our guest host today
is
you.
Congratulations!
Sir, you are the guest host today.
I am the
Congratulations. We are so happy to have you here. We are ecstatic that you were able to make it.
So the other days,
right?
I'm not the guest host.
Just the help.
I'm just the help.
Right.
So is this a promotion or demotion?
This is a motion.
So either way, it's not up or down.
You have moved.
This is lateral.
Yeah.
Like a running back. Lateral movement.
I motioned.
Right.
That's what this is for you.
You have motioned me.
Congratulations.
Wait a minute. You say congratulations.
Hey, every motion don't need a pro and con, baby. They don't need a promo for every motion. No.
Or D.
No.
Just motion.
It's just motion.
Everything stays.
Unlike the NFL, you will not be flagged for
motion.
Remember, okay?
Things that start in motion usually stay in motion. So So watch yourself, Shane.
Yeah, keep moving in that circle sometimes.
Let's keep going to the left. Let's keep going to the left. Right. Well, I don't know how to react to my emotion.
Yeah. Maybe with some emotion. I don't know.
I got caught off guard by all of this, man. But okay. Hey, how you been? How's your weekend?
Hey, weekend was good, man. What can I say? It's weekend being Dallas's favorite son, so
You know what?
Yeah.
There are people say that you can't really give yourself your own nickname.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So making up a phrase about yourself doesn't really make it stick anymore. Like Dallas's favorite
No,
son.
don't get it twisted.
Right.
That is a name that I was dawned upon.
Okay. From who?
Everywhere that I go.
Everywhere you go.
Yes.
I've been places.
You know what? Interesting tale. Let's get a little story time real quick.
Okay. Story time with that way.
Do you know the origin of LA Runs Dallas? That name.
Do I know the origin?
Do you know the origin of it?
No.
Okay.
For radio purposes.
So, a short time in history, just very short,
much like you.
in my young career,
Very short.
that I am, a very young career.
Very short.
This is a very short time ago, so it wasn't a long time ago. Now,
Short time in your career, or is it a short time ago?
It was a short time ago in my short career, because I'm, as young as I am.
Career as
a short time ago, I was pursuing a more heightened music career than I am now. Before I put all of my proverbial hands in all of these pots here that I'm doing, radio, fashion, acting, etc. So I was performing at a local hub and pub, doing my thing on stage.
a local hub and pub?
Yeah, that's what
Is that the name of the place?
No, it's just what I call them, my nickname. It's gonna catch hub and pub, trademark. In that palace of poets and lyricists with their propaganda,
Okay.
I went up and I performed.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, it was a series of camera guys there, one of the local magazines or something that was there, and kind of give shout outs and all that stuff. So one of the guys who was very familiar with my work, as I got on the screen and say, yo, it's LA, etc. And he mentioned his name. He said, "Been hanging out. This dude just got through rocking the stage. LA runs Dallas, man. He the man right here."
Right.
So as he coined that phrase of LA running Dallas, that became the birth of Mr. LA Runs Dallas.
Okay.
So as you stated, the nickname was not self-imposed.
Well, I was talking about the other one, but go ahead.
I have several stories, but I can't use a whole show for this now.
Right.
I'm sure you have some things you want to discuss.
Yeah,
Don't make it all about me. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy to make the whole thing about me. Come on now.
At any given time, there are 3 or 4 different things that show your face on your person. So I don't know what exactly you mean by you're not that guy. You are 1,000% that guy.
No, sir.
You're the guy that implores the other guy to stop being that guy so you can be that guy. That's
Sir.
the kind of guy you are.
And I'm so sorry that maybe in your many classes of cooking, if I can use that so loosely, that marketing
I don't know what you're talking
was
about.
probably not one of them. So,
Yeah.
because you don't know how to market,
Right.
and that's my expertise,
Is it?
that's exactly what I'm doing.
With your new cutting up with
LA
reflective shirt.
Yes, which will be available online. Please send your invoice to knowimright100@gmail.com.
Okay.
Also,
Oh, there's more.
yeah,
Okay.
this is reflective of season 2 of Cutting Up with LA.
Right, so this is the new incarnation, or the new season of
New
Cutting
season.
Up with LA. How many episodes are in your season? Last season was 4, right?
Last season was 6.
Oh, I'm behind then.
Yes, you are
I
behind.
mean, I haven't seen any of them, but I'm still I'm
and he
behind.
wonders why he only goes in motion.
Right.
So,
Pro or deal.
right, yeah.
I'm still waiting.
So, season 2,
Okay.
I'm hoping to increase that to 8.
Okay.
So
right.
that's how many we have for
So
season.
you're the star producer,
Creator.
producer, creator.
Yeah.
You're the only. Everything.
Yeah, the model, hair model, all that, man.
Hair model?
Yeah, you got to have a hair model for the barbers to cut on. And
So the way
that's
you're a little behind. So you're in between
shooting. I'm
shootings.
shooting.
Right. You're in character.
I'm exactly. I'm shooting right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. I am shooting.
Right. So I'm interested to hear about the LA Runs Dallas tagline.
Okay.
A guy naming you, giving you a nickname.
Yes.
I guess there's nothing wrong with that, of course.
Of course not. That's how most nicknames are born.
Just a guy affectionately saying,
Yeah. Like,
"Hey, babe."
Yeah, no, that's
Hey,
more terms
fella.
of endearment there.
That's a nickname.
Nah, not really.
You run
like how I look at you.
Do you?
I already got a nickname.
Okay, I have plenty already, but go ahead.
Homeless Nate.
Homeless.
You look just like
Nathan's warm. I don't know why I'm homeless.
Hey,
Homeless.
hey, those big trash cans there. You can put a lot of things in there. Get those.
Big coat.
Yeah,
Rubbermaid coat. Right.
All you need is some English gloves. You're in business.
Right. Okay. You're having a little fun at my expense. I see.
No.
I see you going there.
It took no expense. It was free.
It was free. Right. I do. Yeah, the show is free. Right. So I will say to you, as I always say, happiness on purpose.
There you go.
Thank you.
You gotta be happy when you're home.
Right.
So,
hey, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Can't afford light bill.
Right.
So,
maybe if I get paid, I could. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
What exactly did you watch? I'm sorry. Did you watch the Super Bowl this weekend?
I did. I caught the victory party that was had by one Kansas City Chiefs, which, if you check the tape, I did declare the Chiefs would be the winners.
That the Chiefs would win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think you said. I can't remember. I had it written down. I can't remember what you said exactly. We'll check the tape.
Yeah.
As you put that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate your?
No. I just, and then the skill level that I have with determining outcomes of sports. Just use it at my leisure, and
so not playing, just determining what other people.
My playing days are over. They needed me elsewhere,
Whoa.
as the ultimate entertainer.
Can we hear that story?
What story about
The
that?
short time in your career when you were playing sports?
Oh, I mean, lots of sports. What do you mean?
All sports.
Sports over sports.
I saw that.
Anyway, what don't I sport? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
What is it for sport?
Hey,
now?
sport.
Yeah.
It is sport. Okay, well, so we don't bore the audience. I just want to talk about the Super Bowl. I only saw the first half. Not even really the whole first half. It didn't really keep my attention. I didn't have a dog in the fight, 49ers, and I know that the 49ers were ahead up until the last quarter.
Yeah.
They were up by 10.
Yeah.
And then Kansas City, and they, in such as they have done a few times, they came back and showed who was the boss.
Yeah.
Tony Davis.
I think that I like this Super Bowl.
You liked this one.
The reason why I like this Super Bowl is because it was not a blowout. There was no team way ahead at halftime where we're just looking for a commercial to make us giggle at least a little bit.
You ever thought that might be by design?
I don't want to say yes to that.
Because there used to be a time when there were blowouts, as you put.
Yes, I don't want to say yes to that. I just think that at the time of certain teams in the AFC, back when NFC was a juggernaut, they were just fitting whoever they could in.
Right.
You know,
you had
one,
show up and try it.
Yeah, had one team just show up, do your thing, and then came the other way. So you okay there?
It's tart.
Quite tart.
It's quite
and
tart.
delicious.
And fresh.
Yes.
And all natural.
And refreshing.
Thank you, Fruit Caves.
So yeah. So
right.
I enjoyed it from that aspect. What I want to actually give a thumbs down to is the rate of the Super Bowl commercials entertainment wise.
I've heard that before. Well, I'm sorry. I've heard that from a few different people saying that it was lackluster. There wasn't the big build up for the commercials, as it were. Like even from my angle, there were some Marvel trailers that were released that I thought were not as surprising as they were before. So it seemed as if all the money that you used to hear about being spent on commercials, I didn't hear that leading up. Like you used to hear, they spent $2.7 million for this commercial.
I will say this: the price tag ain't dropped.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
I think that the price tag is up to 4.2.
For 30 seconds.
That's it.
30 seconds.
Half a minute.
Half a minute.
Yep.
And half the country has a low attention span to begin with.
Right.
They won't even watch the commercial.
And they won't even. And some companies don't even use the full 30 because they're afraid of that, like you said right there.
What I was going to say is, in a society of streaming, in a society of Netflix, in a society of, well, I know this is old, but TiVo and DVRs, aren't we being ushered into a realm where we don't watch commercials? Like we get up and do things during commercials. So how can somebody put a value that high on the time you spend watching, saying people are going to be in front of the screen when people have been trained to fast forward the commercials or leave through commercials? The
reason why is because live sports events can't be fast forwarded through.
Well, you get up and leave, you do other things.
But if you think about most of your commercial spots, if they're during live events, they're always going to cost more. Because the likelihood of people skipping through them is less likely because you're watching it live.
Right.
So, and that's also a thing, why when you go to movies now, concerts, things like that, they will actually air a commercial, like let's say if a quick break or intermission or something like that, they will air commercials there because you already have your attention right now. So all the commercials that are normally gonna be on live events but able to be TiVo'd,
right,
those will be more bargains because you may catch them on a whim,
Well, I think the build up to the Super Bowl, everybody knows about the Super Bowl commercials, as you put it. That's a big deal. But I think that's what they're selling it on. They're selling the thought that yes, we're going to have this many people, and you want to be in the same realm as the Biscos and the Kellogg's and the GM, whoever does the commercials, the Apple commercials.
Right.
You want to be right next to that. You want that brand identified, your brand identified on this stage. But who can afford that kind of stuff?
Well, it's weird to say, but if you look at the people that the companies actually doing the commercials, they're the ones that don't need it.
Exactly. They just
they're right. It's a massive write-off. All it is just, hey, I'm gonna throw down $4.2 million at the beginning of the year, which I'm gonna get back next year, just to throw it back out there again.
It's in their advertising budget.
Exactly.
They say we're gonna, because they have to secure that spot.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody's clamoring to be on the Super Bowl.
Yep.
But only a few. And how is that chosen?
And I promise you that you and I did a No I'm Right commercial.
Right.
We found a way to get 4.2.
You called your buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I may have had 2.5 of that, but definitely not the 4.2.
Right, gotcha.
So if we'd have put 4.2 on the line, asked for a commercial, we'd have been at the most oddest spot of the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because the prime spots are going to be soon as the first half is up.
Right.
The commercial right before the start of the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And the commercial that airs right at the end of the Super Bowl. Those are your prime spots. Your second tier will be after each quarter.
After each quarter. Right.
Yeah. So first, second, third.
What about the ones of the timeouts or you get into that?
Those are third tier.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Because now, and those are your hit and miss ones. Because let's say it's a timeout after a turnover.
Right.
And that's going to sway the game or whatever, pick six or whatever, and everybody's elated and all of that. Then you go to commercial break. That commercial may get some heat. Right. But the prime spots are the ones I mentioned. Our commercial, if we did it, being we don't have a relationship with the NFL, more than likely would come, I would say, after a timeout from a kickoff.
Or at the end.
Or after the last
celebration.
Yes, after the celebration and all that.
Everybody's turned it off.
Exactly.
It's over with.
Yep.
They'll bring up, no, I'm right.
Right.
Catch us Wednesdays at 7
Yeah.
on KMWI Media.
And they would not even give us 30 seconds. They would not even give us 30 seconds.
Right.
They would probably only give us 15.
Well, I guess money talks. But my question before was, how did they choose it? It was on NBC, right?
Oh, and this was Fox this year.
Fox. Okay, so how does Fox choose who gets? Because I'm sure people say, "Here's our commercial."
I think the NFL has a hand in that. I think the NFL has partnerships and sponsors, and those guys get first dibs. Your Coors, your Millers, your Buds, Papa John's or Pizza Hut and et cetera, all those guys get to the board meeting first, and they're probably all these spots on the wall,
Right.
and they're like, okay, we want that one, and all of that.
So their commercials, those advertising spots are actually costing these companies more because they have to spend money to have those relationships with your NFL, the Coors,
Right.
and the Budweisers, and the Anheuser-Busch, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and those other places like that. So that's going to cost you more. So you're saying that, of course, we're a capitalist society, so money is ruling everything.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you are, who you are, what you do, everything that you're being shown has been chosen for you.
It's predetermined. Yeah.
Predetermined.
Yeah. And it's all about.
So is that,
and you know what? And I will say that it is to an extent organic, only because things that we like, we're waiting to see that commercial from things we like. Because a lot of TV nerds go online.
TV nerds
Go online to see what brands are advertising during the Super Bowl. And whatever their favorite brands are,
right,
they're on the lookout for that brand.
When was the last time a commercial swayed you?
Ooh.
Like you talk about the stuff you buy, like Nike, Jordans. You already buy Jordans. But if you didn't, was the last time a commercial that you didn't know anything about the product, or you chose the product's competition, and that commercial made you say, you know what, I like fruitcakes, I like Pepsi, I don't like Coke anymore. When was the last time something like that really swayed you?
I would say when I was the demo that they're going for, and they're going for a younger demo, the impressionable teen to young adult phase right there. They're going for those guys.
Well, I meant something more specific. The one thing I was gonna say, is you remember when we were younger? When I was younger, I know you.
Mine is recent.
Claim to be
short.
immortal or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just depends on the day of the week.
Just look.
But do you remember the fruitcakes? Keep the fountain of youth.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Fruitcakes. Come get your youth.
That's the actual flavor of this is fountain of youth.
It is. Oh, okay. Finally. Right. I got the blue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's delicious.
Of death.
Right. It is the Blue Island Limeade by Fruitcake. Anyways, getting my point. The last time I was swayed, the last few times, it was sports related. Sports. Remember the pump? The tennis shoe, the pump?
The sneaker.
The sneaker.
Absolutely.
Or the catapult. The commercial.
He's dating himself lately.
I am. I really am. They came back, but sometimes I dream that he is me. Mm-hmm. You got to see that's how I dream to be. Dum, dream I move. That was the last time that I was swayed.
I want you to say. You'll ever sing on the show.
Sorry for trying to bring an element of entertainment to the show.
Sorry, we got you.
The Be Like Mike commercial. Yeah. I drank Gatorade because I wanted to be like Mike.
How old were you?
Be Like Mike came out in 12? 19?
Okay,
19?
so the demo, as I said, the demo is the last time you would have been swayed.
But no, I don't think that holds water because people advertise the different demos. Like okay, so your narrative is that I'm old. If I saw an
narrative's facts.
It's
like autobiography. What do you mean?
If they had an Insure commercial or whatever this Geritol commercial, they don't sell Geritol anymore. But they did, and that was my demo.
It is.
It would sway me. What I'm saying is now that I already have my opinion about what I want.
Bayers and all that.
My who?
Bayers. Pain relief.
Oh, the aspirin. Oh, okay. Sometimes I don't get all you. I know Bayer itself.
What's that, Sonny?
Yeah. Right. Get your relief. Right. What's I'm saying?
The arthritis cap.
So to my point is, I was younger. So, do all products advertise to a younger audience?
I believe that
a younger, like what's the demo? 18 to 35?
Yeah.
That's the target demo for most.
Most, yes.
Right.
Yes.
But you don't make your money, your real money, your spending dollars until your late 30s, early 40s and 50s.
Well, I believe that the demo is there because they're thinking of it more of a group think deal.
Right.
All it takes is one buddy in your group to be like, dude, Schlitz is what's up, or
I'm sorry.
I was trying to relate to you, but I'm sorry.
Let me go.
Coors, okay? Let me get back to the
okay. I just didn't know what you said. You said Schlitz. I mean,
Schlitz malt liquor.
Schlitz malt liquor. No, Schlitz is not malt liquor. Schlitz malt liquor. Bull is malt liquor.
Oh, okay.
Schlitz is a northern.
You wouldn't.
I think like Milwaukee. Or
you wouldn't.
I would not know.
You would know that.
I would not know anything about it.
So they're talking about Coors, like buddy's drinking and like, man, Coors is true. Right. And then let's say Tecate Light comes on. And the buddy's like, dude, you ever had a Tecate Light in a margarita?
Right.
Try it, bro.
Right.
And because he sees something he relates to,
right.
Tecate Light. Buddies are like, dude, I'm Coors. I don't do Tecate. And then while they're hanging together, here, try it.
Right.
Oh, dude, it is great. I'm start getting Tecate now.
Right.
So it's a way to what the commercials do specifically in the Super Bowl, I think, is they cater to the audience that already is indebted and in bed with them. I buy that brand. And from there, they're watching the commercial, so they're like, okay, this is the commercial I like, because it's a brand I'm familiar with, I'm bought into. So, hey, y'all, come over here, check this out. So
word of mouth.
Yes.
So it's if you know the brand exists, the commercial, the flash of the commercial, the expense of the commercial isn't what its home is. Because that was my point, is to say, my friends or people that I trust are the ones who sway my opinion. Because I don't know that the person on the TV screen drinking the beer, that it's delicious or that it tastes good or that whatever. But it's my friends whose opinion I trust that tell me, oh man, have you tried the new?
Yeah.
We have a mutual friend.
But it is great. I'm gonna let you get that. It is great though that they do use that money to advertise, because again, if they were advertising to people who just totally weren't into it, like my insurance is Geico. If a Progressive commercial comes on and it's not the Super Bowl, don't pay Progressive any attention. May not, But the Super Bowl, if a buddy of mine has Progressive, and he's like, "Oh, yo, bro, check it out, Progressive." And I'm like, I got Geico.
Right.
And he's like, "No, look." And I look at the Progressive commercial,
and you're like, "Yeah."
And I'm like, "Oh, so all that, like, is that legit?" They
said
they cover all that. He was like, "Dude, yeah, I would blah 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 blah."
But that can happen outside of the Super Bowl as well.
That's true. But I'm saying the Super Bowl is where we're definitely to be together. Like if it's a random game on the weekend, we might not be together. You might be over here, But for the Super Bowl, they're capitalizing on the together factor of everybody coming together.
Yeah, the community factor. Right.
So all that's part of the cost.
Yes, and once again, it's a drop in the bucket. We're talking about an Apple. We're talking about a Anheuser-Busch. We're talking about a Ford, GM, whatever. That $4.6 million.
That's nothing to them.
That's how much they spend on their trash budget or whatever they do, recycling budget, right?
Their winter home maintenance.
Well, not even that. How they spend on paper clips. You know what I'm saying? It's really a small drop in the bucket. But my point to that was just that how useful are those commercials that they're paying so much money for?
Right.
If word of mouth, I think, is a stronger way to brand yourself, is because you're ingratiating yourself into people who know about your product, who can speak for you. That's money you're spending, but you telling me to buy your Cutting Up in LA shirt, but the Cutting Up in LA shirt was made by somebody.
Yeah.
So if they like your shirt, that's advertising. But if you tell them, hey man, this shirt is the best quality, it breathes well, or something, that is what sells the product, I think, personally.
Well, I think I don't think that the word of mouth is going to be more popular or more cost conscious than the advertisement there, because word of mouth, there's a reason why word of mouth was the beginning of advertising and marketing, was word of mouth. So, it wasn't
I still think it's the strongest.
No, it's I think it's the most tried and true. I don't think it's the strongest.
Okay.
I think that social media is the king of advertising.
Isn't that still word of mouth though?
I don't think so, because you have to log onto a database, a software database, in order to even see that when you're word of mouth, you don't sit at home and just random advertisement come in your face. Oh, look, a Coors bird just flew by. Oh, look, a McDonald's butterfly. What the hell?
What?
You don't see that. A Coors, yeah.
Coors bird?
Yes.
McDonald's bird?
Right. That's not gonna just happen in word of mouth. Yeah, that's not gonna happen in word of mouth.
Right.
So you have to sign into an app, which is normally on your phone.
Right.
And as you're scrolling through to be nosy with everybody's business, here comes an app for,
But my retort to that would be that people share those advertisements. People send different things. So that could still be person to person. Maybe not so much, hey, God, look at this. It is not saying that. Yeah. But indirectly, they're saying, I believe in this product. You should try this product because I say so.
Right.
And to me, that's what the basis of word of mouth conversation is. If you're saying that social media is the biggest vehicle for that, for people to come together in what you had said before, the community aspect of it, if that's the case, I 100% agree with you that Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all the other ones, Snapchat or whatever it is, all come together because they're all owned by the same company. Yes, they all bring us all together to speak about these different things. They give us the opportunity to advertise. We're on Facebook now advertising our show. Like every show in and of itself to our millions and millions of adoring fans out in the world. We're advertising in and of itself. Hopefully to growing our fan base with the word of mouth or with people talking person to person about our show, which you're on the phone, but I mean, I guess
advertising.
You're advertising, right?
Making sure they're on our pages and all that.
Right.
So,
look at you. Look at you. So
ABW always be working.
Okay. Well, I guess so. Sure. That sounds great. You have a lot of these fun little factoid type situations.
Facts not false.
Well, shifting gears. Today. Well, for the record, if you drove anything like of that nature, you
I don't drive off.
Gear
I'm sorry. I don't drive off.
The gear shift is on.
I get driven.
This side.
I'm driven and get driven.
You're driven to get driven?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it do. Especially when you see it on shirt.
Right. Okay.
Everything makes sense.
It's gonna make sense. Everything looks better on a shirt. Right. Shifting gears, though, I wanted to speak on some things that really caught my attention that I wasn't aware of.
As you were outside with your fellow buddies warming up over the big garbage.
Is that how I saw the Super Bowl? Was a bonfire? That's what I was saying earlier. Right.
Hold you tight.
The No I'm Right podcast is in no way, because we're in a cancel culture, making fun of people's destitute nature and their unfortunate circumstances. LA just thinks that I'm poor. So anyway, shifting gears, I found out a few things. Once again, it's on the right side.
I don't drive.
Driven
to be driven.
Right. Unless you're in Europe, you travel internationally.
That's
so
true.
Things are on the other side.
That's
I'm here to help your bullshit. Anyway, so I just found out something that I was not aware of. With Valentine's Day approaching, Valentine's Day is February 14th. Love Day. And I'm sure we're going to have a big to-do in regards to Valentine's Day with LA's many adoring ladies and fans out there who want a piece of Mr. Anderson.
No.
No? Okay. Well, just trying to help you out. It's cold outside. It's lonely.
I don't.
I found out something interesting. I was not aware. And maybe this is because I'm just not in touch with a lot of the different things in pop culture. A lot of things in pop culture. I mean, more important things, but not that one.
Nothing.
There is an official, and wait for it, I'm sure you know.
Wait for it.
Side piece day.
Yes, sir.
Not side, and at first somebody said side chick, but then I was correct. Then I heard again that it's side piece. Day.
Love after the love.
But Love Day is every day. So we can get into the whole manufactured holiday part of it, but we don't have to, because we all know that Valentine's Day is actually not on February 14th.
Yes.
It's the day that was created by the greeting card.
Satanic holiday.
Right.
Meant for doom and gloom for all men.
All Valentine's Day.
Yes.
kind of like All Hallows Eve. It's terrifying. Anyway,
I'd rather have 1,000 Halloweens than one Valentine.
hey, it's okay. You're in a safe space. Sorry, you're in a safe. Don't worry about it. You're in a safe space.
Get that off my chest.
So national side, and maybe international. I don't know. Side piece day.
Side pieces is definitely international delicacy. Not that I would know anything about it,
Right.
but it's definitely
never tasted the international
never taste the forbidden fruit.
That's forbidden.
Only fruit that was grown organically.
Right. All natural
All
fruit
natural,
catchers.
yes.
Right.
pH balance.
pH alkaline water, 100%. No preservatives in the water.
Not all. Not one preserved. Not one serving of preserved.
Serving of preserved. No, Natural Side Piece Day. And I thought it was interesting. It is February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day.
Morning after.
I was not aware that was a thing. And I don't know how long it's been going on either. Because when I was married, and I'll throw this out to you, when I was married, I would always buy my now ex-wife, for reasons.
We'll find out just in a few seconds.
I would always buy my wife, cards and candy and flowers and stuff the day the day after, because it was like 75% cheaper. Like I didn't see the point. Like everybody always say, after Christmas there's better deals. After Halloween the candy's free or whatever they say. But on Valentine's Day, we were married. So I was like, every day I love you.
Yeah,
so
work.
Why does it work? Right. Yes. And there are many reasons why that is.
And one of them, I'm pretty sure, we just found out tonight.
I was shocked. And I have not spoken to her to ask about this.
Yeah.
If she felt that way. And I mean, we're friends now, but I always bought her stuff after that. So I look at it as, why is that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? To have a side piece and to get them something on National Side Piece Day. And why couldn't I get them on something on Valentine's Day?
Well, ladies, Nathan is quite the eligible match.
Well, not ladies, side pieces. Let's call it.
I don't even think they're interested.
Right.
I think that if I am to blaze a trail that I am unfamiliar with, which
the
side piece, the Valentine.
You know what? Okay, before you answer,
Yeah.
I want to throw this second thing out there. This second thing out there. There's a good chance in your life you've been the side piece. And that's for everybody. I'm just telling you.
Are you working?
No.
Boy, are you working on some? Boy, that's funny.
Right, just saying.
Tell them.
Just saying. Think about the times when you were deceptive towards anybody, women, and you made somebody who cared about you believe something, or you cared about and they told you something and you believed it. There's a good chance that you, Mr. LA Runs Dallas, given to him by a guy. Main attraction.
Several ladies.
Ronnie Lotzadell, my favorite. That you have been this and just didn't know it. And thought you were working toward a relationship, but that person was in a relationship. With the secrecy and the way things are these days, I don't doubt it. Now I just want to throw it out there for you. Now go ahead and tell me your thoughts on Side Piece Day.
I believe that, as in many relationships, because a side piece is a form of a relationship, from my understanding.
Okay.
So, in the form of any type of relationship, there has to be maintenance.
Okay.
And I believe that the side piece day is a day of maintenance. Mm-hmm. It's a day of reaffirmation that your position is still necessary to the firm. And being as such, mm-hmm. I believe signs or gifts of gratitude for cooperation with your role.
Okay. For being
staying in your lane.
Okay.
And continuing to be sworn to secrecy.
Okay.
I'm assuming that all those are the three fundamentals.
The Bible or something?
All those are the three fundamentals
okay.
of being a alleged side piece.
As someone who says they have never partaken of the international side piece,
didn't say I wasn't cultured.
Okay, so this is part of the culture.
This is what the culture
right. So being a part of the culture, do you have to have a main to have a side piece?
I don't think so because that defeats the purpose. It's a cause and effect deal. So therefore, if you are not with woman committed specifically, then you cannot technically have a side piece. You can be dating someone,
Right.
and then there just be, that side piece, if without main chick, side piece is automatically graduated to main chick on Valentine's Day.
But I'm talking about the 15th.
No. I'm saying that if by the 14th,
Right. You don't have
the side chick, the guy or gal is without commitment to another guy or gal, and they have a side piece, that side piece is promoted for one day to the main chick or main guy on Valentine's Day because the day it landed.
Well, okay. So we all agree that if you are in the mood or you feel the spirit move you, that you want to give someone a gift on either Valentine's Day or Side Piece Day, then obviously they have a special place in your life in some way, even if it's just carnal.
One in the heart and one in the
fart. I got you.
No.
Okay.
That's completely juvenile.
Yes.
And you are way too old for that.
If anybody should say that, it's not you.
Right.
Yeah, so to give someone a gift, I would say, is something that is special. So is there confusion for Side Piece Day? Like, is that your way of telling the side piece, you're so close, you're one day away. You're just one day away. You'd be the main.
I'm starting to understand why you are
Why I'm saying?
without woman these days.
I am without.
And you're so concerned about my comments on this show.
Well, I don't care. I'm an attractive cat, so I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So I just kind of keep it.
I'm sorry.
Judges?
Breaking news. Nathan is an attractive cat.
I am.
Okay.
I really am. I mean, regardless of your opinion about me.
Follow up at 11.
Right, yeah. Stunning. I've been called gorgeous.
We are raising the bar.
Happiness on purpose, right? I'll get into that later.
Delusions on drugs.
Right, listen. And you know why I'm gorgeous, ladies? Fruitcake.
Found the youth.
I have found, call me Ponce de Leon. I found the fountain of youth. No, I don't worry about those types of things, man. Especially nowadays, man. I'm on a mission where I'm just as totally honest as I can possibly be about things and everything. So I don't have side piece. I'm what?
You're honoring.
No, I'm not honoring. I'm not honoring at all. No,
crotchety old man.
No, wise. We're wise. Your happiness is your choice. Your happiness is your responsibility, is what I meant to say.
So would it be something you would do purposefully?
With the side piece thing, or be happy?
Happy.
Yeah. It is something that you would do purposefully, is to be happy. Nobody else owes you happiness. Nobody else can give you happiness. Mm-hmm. You have to give it to yourself and maintain it. That's my PSA for the day. But
man, just
wisdom. With age comes wisdom.
Dude, hearing you just be able to eloquently break into, quick PSA,
right,
and to just help our audience know. I can only think of one response.
What is that?
That I can give to something that was just so well put together.
I'm sure it's not gonna be toxic. I'm 100% sure it will be toxic. Right. Yeah. Uplift me, brother.
All the classics on this show, baby.
He ain't heavy.
All the classics on this show.
Right. Bringing them back. So that's international side piece. Once again, information I was not aware of. I have other questions about that stuff, like side piece. Does the side piece get confused? Is there a way to graduate from side piece day to main day? Can a side piece take the spot of the main without the main losing the spot?
No.
So the side piece can't throw it at him. The side piece can't congratulate him and support him. Also, being a side piece, is it only sexual?
That part can be determined basically. I think that's subjective. I would say that's subjective, depending on what the needs are and what the position being filled by the side piece. See, you gotta understand.
What do I have to understand?
You have to understand this. All right, let me just.
You got to stand.
Let me try to get in the mode of my acting role of when I had, this kind of thing going on. So let me talk to you.
Right, tell me about it.
So your main girl got all rights and privileges to run rapid and get on your nerves and all this and all that. She got that.
Right.
That's your main girl. She can do all that. She can cause havoc, and give you a few gray hairs and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's the main girl.
Right.
The side piece is fulfilling I guess you could even call it a seasonal role.
Seasonal. So she's not around the whole time.
So it was seasonal work, which I'm sure is your only type of employment. Seasonal work has you around for a certain amount of time. More specifically for a specific time of year.
Okay.
So when a side piece comes into play, here's two different ways of this side piece acquisition, is what I call it.
Side piece acquisition.
Side piece acquisition.
You're acquiring the side piece.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
One or two ways. One.
Everybody get your paper and pen.
Please do. Take notes. Not going to repeat nothing. One is if you put out the position upon your dialogue back and forth with said woman, advising her that the main chick position is filled.
Okay.
And that the only spot available, if interested, because I don't have to create this position for you.
It's already there.
So, if interested, you can allow yourself to have the position of when I'm being neglected or when I'm not getting from the main or what have you, and my appetite may just be a bit too big for what I'm snacking on a regular basis.
So you're a man of big appetites, right?
You are the one that I contact.
So it's control. It's I can't say patriarchal because there are women who have side pieces as well. But it's about dominance, control. It's about power.
Right.
I can control you. You stay there.
Yes.
Until I tell you to move.
Right. Now, the second way is the I would call it the top cat. Okay. Now, from your peers, I'm sure you guys all know Top Cat. I'm sure y'all was
the cartoon.
Yes, I'm sure y'all were.
Catfish Place.
I'm sure y'all were sophomores in college when that first debuted. So
okay, right, yeah. Me and the rest of the Tuskegee area. Right. Yeah.
All of you.
Right.
So when Top Cat, Top Cat kind of would give you information, but it wouldn't always be legit.
I get the same sense on this show.
So, Top Cat method would be to mislead the young lady with some type of shenanigan.
What?
Shenanigans?
No,
shenanigans.
Chicanery?
Chicanogrins.
Tomfoolery?
Tomforganigans.
Okay.
All of them.
You're like
all of it.
All like Snoop. You're like
exactly.
E40.
My nizzle.
Yeah.
So that would be a method in which you would provide a story, a fictional tale of your lifestyle to said woman as to why you are not looking to have a committed mate at this time.
I don't want to have a committed mate right now. So the only opportunity you have to be with me
is to just date me, which she's not aware that she's signing a side piece contract where he's allowing her to believe it's a casual fling contract.
So he's baiting her.
Right.
He's dangling the carrot.
Yes.
You could be with me. Just
I'm not ready yet.
Be cool.
It's not you. It's me.
Right.
So that's what the other position that a side chick get. Now that's where you get in trouble because there's two things happen here. Okay. Now we move down the line.
Right.
The side piece can get tired of the glass ceiling.
Okay.
In two ways.
But the glass ceiling is presented by the object of her desire.
Right.
Right.
He has laid that.
Yeah, he has said.
He has said, this is your dormitory.
Right.
The house is over here, but these are your quarters.
You're in the outhouse.
Right here.
Right.
So, two ways. The side chick could have rose-colored glasses and is looking at that house like, you know what?
One day.
That's the place to be.
Right.
And since he ain't going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. I'm gonna take her out.
Right.
Because I want what she got.
Right.
I want what he got in there for her.
But that goes back to the main chick has to fail in order for the side piece.
No. The side chick's eyes are green.
Oh, okay.
Because she is seeing that the main chick has, and she's like, well, why does he need her when he comes to me because of what she can't give?
Right.
Let's cut this middleman out. I can be the main side.
Right.
And we can just go ahead and
I can be the premium side.
Exactly.
Right.
You got to upcharge for that, baby.
I'm the premium side.
Yeah. So that's where the side chick situation could go asunder. Then also the other one is the unknown side chick.
Okay.
And that goes back to the Top Cat situation where the girl does not know
he spins a yarn
that she is a side piece.
But I think that invalidates it because that can't be in a contract like you're talking about.
Yeah.
Both parties have to be aware of things going on. So that's not a side piece. That's just somebody you're lying to.
Now, side piece can be categorized not by both people, can just be categorized by one. Now, that doesn't make it legitimately a side piece, but yet if the man is or the woman is treating that third party as one, then that's what they are. They just were not informed that they were that.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of keep them in the dark.
Yeah.
Keep them dangling.
Keep them out of sight.
Arm's length.
Out of sight.
Right. So I was gonna try to taper that off into something else, like the dangers of the side pieces.
Okay.
But we're at the back of the hour, top of the hour.
And we know what dangers come from women.
We do, but once again, I will say,
and definitely nothing can be cured by this wonderfully refreshing.
Everything can be cured.
Fruit cakes.
Everything can be cured.
Even dangerous women.
Yes, you just throw the bottle at it.
I'll make sure it's empty first because I don't want to spill any fruitcakes of this refreshing.
But I don't want to say that only
treat.
side pieces are women. I'm not throwing that out there.
And only side pieces get bottles thrown at them?
No, just the dangerous women.
Just the dangerous women, and it can be anything.
Because I'm trying to get myself out of danger.
Right.
That's not even patriarchal. That's just
fact.
Survival.
Right. Get away.
Right. Back up. But I wanted to talk about, but while we have a few minutes left, I kind of wanted to talk about and the Puffy and Mace ordeal. Have you heard? Take that. Right. Yeah.
Spend time at HAWA. Mace, can you please stop smoking? No, Puff, why try? I'm a thug. I'm a die.
Remember with the part when I was singing and it was bad?
Yeah.
We had revisited that. So
not at all, because I was rapping.
Right, so it was bad.
And
still, anyway. Apparently, as we have been told many times before, Sean P. Diddy Combs does business in a way.
Business is what I call it.
Business in a way that is not the best for his artists. He had issue with the deal with the locks.
Not artistically ethical.
Right. We had the deal with, and apparently the deal with Mace. Now, recently, Puffy was at the Diddy. Sorry.
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, so many damn names.
He was at the Rock Nation brunch where he gave a speech.
Did he?
And he was, and I'll summarize, and it's basically what he was saying is that he is now on the side of the artist.
Now he is.
Now, okay. Well, in response to that, Murder Mace, Mason Betha,
right,
from Harlem World,
Money Mace later on,
the pastoral role,
came out. Mace,
came out and said with a Twitter, I believe, tweet.
Yes,
sorry,
the best way to get mess out. Tweet.
He came out and he said, well, Sid, I applaud you for your growth as a person. I applaud you for your new outlook on life.
Would you like me to read it?
Oh, you have it?
I have it.
You want to read it?
I can, sir.
Verbatim. It's a long message.
Would you like me to say it as Mace or?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay. Go. I did. Yo, I heard your Grammy speech about how for the artists and about how the artists must take back control. So I'll be the first to take that initiative. Also, before we ask each other ethnicities to do us right, we should do us as black people better. especially credits. I heard you loud and clear when you said that you're a natural artist. And my response is, you want to see change? You can make a change today by starting with yourself. Your past business practices knowingly has continued to purposely starve your artists and been extremely unfair to the very same artists. The very same artists that helped you obtain an Icon Award on an Icon Bad Boy label. For example, you still got my publishing for 24 years ago, which you gave me only $20K. Which make me never want to work with you as any artist wouldn't after you know someone is robbing you, tarnishing your name. We don't want to comply with his horrendous business model. However, people would always ask, what's up, Mace? What's up with Mace? What's up, Murray Mace? What's going on? I've been forced to still perform to look, just not to look crazy. When I was getting peanuts and the robbery would continue. So many great moments. People's lives, music were lost. But again, I roll with you in the face of death without flinching, and you still wouldn't do right. I never said anything because I wanted to wait till I was financially great so I can ensure that I was addressing this from a pure place, not out of spite. To hate insult. You keep screaming black excellence and love. But I know love isn't free.
Right.
So I offered you $2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishings.
Take that.
As his biggest artist alive, his biggest, Mason Betha, biggest bad boy artist alive.
More money, more problem.
That I always show you respect for you giving me an opportunity at only 19 years old.
Or some character.
Your response was, if I can match what the European guy offered him, that would be the only way I can get it back.
Kill it,
Or else I can wait until I'm 50 years old.
double up.
And it will revert back to me when I was 19 years old. You bought it for about $20K and I offered you $2 million in cash. This is not black excellence at all. When our own race is enslaving us, it's not black excellence. If it's about us owning, it can't be about us owning each other. No more hiding behind love, Diddy. You changed? Give the artists back their money so they can take care of their family.
End quote. End scene. Are you okay? I think you took it to a place. Oh, you talking about something else. So how do you feel? Are you in
what you want?
Just tell me what you want. Once again, remember the part we shouldn't be singing on the show? Yeah, revert back to that.
The ones you see, the ones you I adore.
I'm going to talk. So exactly what all of that, what I was going to say, which would have been quicker.
You don't like quick.
Right, I guess not.
Like
is Mace only got $20,000 for, and I don't think you mentioned in there, his publishing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that what it says, his publishing?
Now,
I was going to ask
$20K
you,
for it.
real quick, what do you know what publishing? Could you explain to me and the audience what publishing is?
Publishing would be any form of fashion that your music is interpreted, played, promoted, broadcasted, used for whatever reason.
Right. So that person who owns the publishing basically owns that music or whatever it is.
That's theirs.
That's theirs.
Which means that
they can publish
any restaurant, any sports bar, any barber shop, if it's credited that way, any commercial, whatever using that music
is going to
that they cut a check for it goes directly to the man who owns the publisher.
I want you to notice how you say commercial. I brought this whole thing full circle. So
barely.
Right. Yeah. Whatever.
It's like an egg.
Right. Yeah. Still. Yeah. Ellipse is still.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what you could do with that with Mace's publishing, you could say Mace. Okay. So here recently in one of the Marvel movies, they bought from Led Zeppelin I can't think of the name of the song. Anyway, there was a great song, and I'm gonna think of it as soon as this show is over with, that they bought from Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin never let you use their music, but Marvel was able to acquire it based off of the publishing, right? So Mace got $20,000 from I guess Puffy or his company,
Puff Daddy, P Diddy,
about his publishing.
Papa Dodd.
And now, a few days ago, he said, I can give you $2 million. Is that a good offer? You've heard Mace music, right?
Was willing to give Puffy
Mm-hmm.
$2 million
Right.
for his publishing.
Now that his catalog.
Yes.
Okay.
That Puffy has probably cleared
Mm-hmm.
500 million of. $500 million worth?
On
Mace?
Not
Oh
on Mace.
yeah.
Not on
Oh
Mace.
yeah.
500 million on just Mace's music.
I believe so.
He had one really good album, Harlem World.
Okay.
And he had a follow-up called Double Up. That was pretty good, but I don't
And
think.
they did several features though. They did several features together as a tandem.
But 500 million.
Okay, you know what? 500 is big. I would say I'll change that. Not 500. I would say 80.
Well, it could be 4 million.
100.
It could be 4 million.
200 million.
That's still more.
Right.
Right. So what is it worth? If he offered 2, what do you think it's worth?
With inflation, basically Mace was trying to get
20,000, which would be 20,000 like back then.
Yeah.
In today's dollars.
I think that's what he wanted. He just wanted, and I don't think that would have been a fair offer
For Puffy.
considering,
Mhm.
because at the same time, even though Puffy did, I would say did not compensate Mace well for the type of success.
Right.
I would say he still Mace would offered up a little better than that.
Mm-hmm.
I say Puffy should have took it off the strength of just
Friendship.
where he's at.
Right.
No, just respect from where he's at.
Well, to your point, you got to go. To your point, he's already making money. He's already made money off of it.
Right.
So why not give it to somebody else so they can make money off of it? He's still offering you money for it.
Right.
Now,
so you're gonna make some more.
You're gonna make some more. Yeah. You still got other ventures. Nobody's asking you for the old Mace.
Because I'm sure you're not clearing $2 million on Mace songs nowadays.
No. So you can take that. Then you can mend a relationship.
Yeah.
My last thing. He'll get it back when he's 50. For the record, Mace is 42. So if he waits 8 years, he can
8
get it
more
back.
years.
That's it. So all that he can wait and save his money, right?
And then who says it? Who says he's gonna give it to him?
No, he said it reverts back to him by the contract.
Oh, okay. Because I
At
didn't. Oh, okay.
When you were too much in character.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Gotcha.
But I want to thank you for allowing me today to be the guest host.
Yeah.
I wanted to end on a positive note, and basically it's not easy in this world, and it is your responsibility to stay happy, to maintain your happiness. Your mental health and your mental stability is up to you. If nobody else can give you your happiness, nobody else can make you happy, nobody else can take your happiness. You own it. It is yours. Thank you. Happiness on purpose.
Now, I like the last line. Say that one more time.
Happiness.
Cut Up with LA Season 2 is being produced right now.
Keep talking.
Cut Up with LA Season 1 is already available. I'd like you to go ahead and go to knowi'mright100@gmail.com. Please, knowi'mright100@gmail.com to order your amazing gear for Know I'm Right, making moves, thanking God, and of course, cutting up with LA himself. I would like to thank my guest host today, Nathan, and as always, yes, it'll be always because this is first of many. I'd like to thank the company Fruitcakes for the ultra delicious pH balance and no preservatives.
No preservative water.
Limeades that we have gotten today. All episodes of Cut Up with LA Season 1 are available. Check the LA Runs Dallas page on Facebook and Instagram. All episodes up to date of Know I'm Right is on youtube.com// that is Know I'm Right 100. Okay? Remember to send all questions, inquiries, concerns, anything else we don't care about to knowi'mright100@gmail.com and on the Know I'm Right YouTube page. You can DM us at Know I'm Right on Facebook and Instagram, but not Twitter. We just simply don't have enough characters for Nathan's happiness on purpose.
Absolutely.
Brought to you by Main Attraction Entertainment and Facts Not False Productions. From the executive suite at KMWI Media Studios, this is Dallas's favorite son signing off. Remember the golden rule, boys and girls. I'm always right.
No.
Okay. Somebody to lean on. A relationship you in is starting to seem wrong. If the squad is dope as fuck and you getting your bling on.